Greetings to you on behalf of Kingmakers IAS Academy, one of the finest coaching centers for your civil service preparation in Chennai, perhaps even in Tamil Nadu. My name is Vivek Harinarayan. I'm an IAS officer of the Tamil Nadu cadre, and I am now going to tell you about how to prepare for the preliminary examination. In my previous video, I'd already told you about the date, which is the 22nd of February. The prelim examination is on the 5th of June. And the last year, as I said, almost 9,75,000 children had appeared. 10,564 had been called for the interview, but only for 712 seats. This time, two good news. Number one, the examination is on time. It's on the 5th of June. And number two, which is the bigger one, 861 seats, which means 150 seats more as compared to the previous year. Let's get straight into it. How much time do we have? As I talk to you and the preliminary date, you are looking at about 114 days. If you minus everything else, 100 days. Into number of hours, 2,400 hours. Take away the time for your leisure, etc., you've got 1,000 hours. How do you prepare for these 1,000 hours? What's the strategy that you should have for these 1,000 hours? What you should do, what you should not do, so that you're able to crack the preliminary examination. Let me tell you something about the preliminary examination. Basically, two parts. One is there are the general study paper in the morning and the CSAT paper in the afternoon. Now, both like no connection with the mains or no connection with the prelims. They are basically qualifying exams. The CSAT, as I said, 80 questions divided equally between questions of English and aptitude in the ratio of about 35 to 45. You have to get 33% minimum marks to qualify. You have to do it. Prepare for that. Keep out of this 1,000 hours, keep at least 1/10 or maybe 1/15 of the number of time, just to quickly keep brushing through. You ensure that you have your English thing right, you have your aptitude right. You would not like to do very well in your general studies and qualify, and then finally realize that you were not able to make it into the CSAT. So that's the strategy. The books and the material that you should be using for preparing for the CSAT part of it. Again, the topics are going to come here. Kingmakers IAS Academy, which is very good in terms of giving its material and sharing its knowledge, will tell you exactly what sort of books you should read to ensure that you clear your CSAT. Now let's get back to the prelim. The prelim examination is like a battle. Each subject is a battle, and then only you will ultimately win the war. Typically, let me put it like this, that we have done an analysis from the year 2012 up to the year 2021, and we've seen that the questions that come on current affairs, history, geography, politics, economics, environment, and maybe something to do with science and technology. The breakup has been something like this. Roughly, if I see in 2019, the number of questions on current affairs was about 18. It came up, it went down, and today in the last 2-3 years we've seen that the total number of questions that come on current affairs are approximately between 18 and 20. Similarly, on history, about 18 to 20% of the questions are on history. Geography, we find, is about 10%. Then 14% is the total number of questions that come on polity. About 15% questions on economics. Increasing trend in terms of environment, where the number of questions have gone up from as low as like 8% to about 15%. And science and technology has kind of more or less constantly remained at 10%. So which are the subjects in which you need to focus on? I think you need to focus on number one, current affairs. A solid block of 20%. Then another big block is history. History again about 18 to 20%. Another big block, economics, about 15% of the questions. Another big block, I will say, is environment. So 15 plus 15 plus 20 plus 20, about 70% of the questions are on these segments. Now you need to focus on your core strength. You need to ensure that what you're strong at, make it absolutely strong so that you don't just win the battle, you win the war. Choose between geography and polity and economics, which are all between 10 and 15% question. Any one other subject in which you are really strong. And then maybe you can even think of the fact that you don't have to spend out of the 1,000 hours all the time on the other subjects. Divide your time systematically. Study systematically. Prepare strategically. Kingmakers Academy will be able to guide you, which is, as I said, one of the finest coaching institutes in this part of the country. The finest civil services training that you can get for preparing for the prelims in the IAS is from Kingmakers Academy. On this side, they will be able to give you the entire data analysis of what has been the breakup of the questions, and I hope you'll have a damn good time preparing and cracking the prelim examinations. Thank you.